Hey there, it's Ozzy Lopez with Keller Williams Realty. And in this video, we're going to go over how to know how much your home is worth. So we all see what the market is doing. Interest rates are going up and up and up. It doesn't look like they're going down anytime soon. And because of that, home values are going down and down and down. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to have a sense for what your home is worth. So right here, I'm sharing my screen. And I'm showing you one of my investment properties. So this is a property that I own and I'm renting it out. So I keep an eye on the values, just like you probably keep an eye on your property values, right? So I'm going to show you how I keep an eye on my values as a real estate agent would do, so you can do the same. So let's get started. First, we got to lay out the actual groundwork here, and that's that Zillow is a free public search portal, right? So what I kind of explain, the way I explain it in layman's terms is that pretend it's a fancy calculator, right? That just kind of gets data and spits out a number. But holding Zillow and their Zestimate to some type of accuracy, it's kind of like going to WebMD and self-diagnosing yourself once you have a couple of symptoms, right? The best thing to do, obviously, is to go to your doctor that knows you and can prescribe you something. Well, that's like your real estate agent being able to do that. So here, please treat Zillow and any of these other websites like that, like a WebMD. So it's a good starting point, but that's all it is. Also, the same thing goes for these other websites. Homebot.ai is just a fancy calculator, spits out a number. Redfin, same thing. It's a fancy calculator integrated into a website, spits out a number. And even this one, eProperty Watch. And I'll show you how they vary. Look at this. So Zillow saying that my property right now is worth around 280, right? 280. And by the way, if you click on their Zestimate disclaimer and you click on learn more, you'll see how inaccurate they are and how they tell you, oh, just don't take this as a guarantee of any sort. This is not an appraisal. This is just something we're spitting out for you. So you can even read right there on the learn more. Just be very careful also, guys, that you do not click on any of the get more information, right? Do not click where you are inserting your name, your phone number, or your email address. When you do that to any of these free online public websites, they are selling your contact information to other third parties where they're gonna spam and solicit you and call you because that's how these websites maintain their freeness, right? That's how they're free to the public, is they got to make their money somehow. And the way is that they sell your personal information. So be careful there, guys. Don't input your name and phone number or email address. Better yet, just reach out to your real estate agent and we'll help you with whatever you need. Okay, back to the value. So on this property, you see that Zillow says 280, right? HomeBot says 337. As an owner of this property, I like this number way more. But if you go back to eProperty Watch over here, they're saying 174. I don't like that number at all. And then if I go to Redfin, they're saying around 285. So more of the story is who's right and who's wrong. And I'll tell you the answer right here. And that's everybody's wrong. Everyone is wrong, and not everyone, everything is wrong, because these are not even people, these are fancy calculators. So they're not human beings back there actually working on some type of appraisal. It's just a website spitting out a random number. So all of these websites are wrong. And if you ever have a person giving you a value, an estimate, an opinion, a appraisal, they are also possibly wrong as well. That includes your real estate agent, your broker, your lender, even your appraiser. Why am I saying, guys, don't trust these websites and don't even trust human beings that are already in the real estate space? I'll tell you why. That's because we're not the buyer. These websites, Redfin, Trulia, Realtor.com, HomeBot AI, they're not the ones giving you the cash. They're not the ones buying the property off of you, right? They're not submitting a real legitimate offer. So what about the people you mentioned, Ozzy? My real estate agent, my broker, my appraiser, my lender, my neighbor. What about them? Are they a little closer to what, if they give me a number, are they a little bit closer to what my property's worth? And the answer is maybe. I would just say that that's more of a professional guess, a professional opinion. But I still want you to apply the same rule, which is they're not the buyer. Your real estate agent's not the buyer, right? Your broker, your lender's not buying the house off of you. Your appraiser's not buying the house off of you. And your neighbor that thinks your home is worth a certain amount is not buying the house off of you. So moral of the story is when somebody gives you a quote unquote value, hey, honey, hey, neighbor, hey, friend, your house is worth this, isn't it? The question is, are you giving me an offer? Because if you're not giving me an offer, then you're just giving me your fancy opinion, right? So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll give you a little bit of a bonus tip for those of you that want to stick around. So you say, hey, Ozzy, what do you mean? So aren't you a real estate agent? Don't you give people an opinion of the value? And what about appraisers? Don't they give a educated opinion of the value? And the answer is yes. Appraisers and us real estate agents and us brokers, we will have the most educated opinion possible. So it could be the most trustworthy. And yet I still tell all my clients this. When they choose to list with me, when they say, Ozzy, I have a property to sell, can you help me sell it? I say, sure. And please be aware that I will not give you my opinion on how much your home is worth because I'm not the one buying it. What I'm doing is I'm helping you list your home on the market to do what? You right now watching it, I'm asking you this question. They just don't answer because this is pre-recorded, so I won't hear you, right? When I'm listing your property on the market, who am I exposing it to? That's right, buyers, right? Buyers. So I tell my clients, if I give you an estimated, educated opinion of what I think your property is worth, that's all it is. Take it with a grain of salt. The real way you're going to know how much your home is worth is once you expose your property to the market. Once you expose your property to buyers, because they're the ones with money. They're the ones that are going to ask you this question, would you take X amount? Once you see what buyers are willing to offer you, now you're going to start to get a sense for how much your home is worth. Okay? So again, thank you for watching this video. You now understand that these websites, they just give you a kind of random calculated opinion of what the home is worth. Real estate agents, we give you a more educated and experienced opinion of what your home is worth, sure. But the real way you will know your value is if you expose it to the market, you expose it to buyers and see what they're willing to give you, only because markets change, markets have cycles, and supply and demand, right? Economic factors, all of that change. So you'll know where the supply and demand, where the market is, once you start exposing your property to the market. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye-bye.